Hi, it's Josie, and today we're going to talk about one of my favourite things to do, sitting trot. Just joking, I hate it, but it is part of what we need to do. So I'm going to talk you through how I learnt to sit trot myself and hope that some of that will help you. Sitting trot is one of those things that it's a fitness all of its own. Well, I think it is. You know, I can ride half a dozen horses a day, but it doesn't mean I can sit trot. And to sit trot properly, you have to sit trot. You can't get fit any other way. Poor old Rebel's had a rough last 18 months. He's had a couple of tumours removed and a round of chemotherapy, so he's been out of work. But he was the horse that I sat on most of the time in sit trot. I've started a whole pile of young horses since then, so done a lot of rising trot. So I've lost my sit trot fitness, so I'm working on it and I'm going to show you how I do that. First of all, we need to talk about what is happening underneath your seat, because that to me was a game changer. So what I'm going to get you to do, we're going to do it in walk first, is if you just walk. Now you have to engage your core but not be stiff, because if I'm stiff like this I now can hardly feel anything. And you can't sit on your horse like a half stuffed bag of chaff, because that doesn't work either. So you need to sit up like a dancer with some body tone, and you need to have, good boy, all of your muscles nicely relaxed. Okay, so when your muscles are relaxed you can actually feel things. You might want to just take your legs away from the saddle. And in walk, I can feel underneath my seat what happens is his hind leg comes through, and as he steps on it, he lifts my bottom up and sends it forward a bit in the saddle. And it's alternating with whichever leg is carrying me. Now, it works the same in trot, but let's just start in walk. So I can feel when this hind leg, when he's stepping through on it, now, and that's because I've taught myself. A good way to find it is, as long as you're happy and safe on your horse, if you put your hand back here on his hip, you will actually, as you feel his hip lift up, that's as he's stepping over and through on that hind leg. And we'll get the cameraman in a minute to just zoom in just a little bit, not too close, but so we can see me and my hand and this inside hind leg. And you watch what happens, as I say now, but watch what happens with my pelvis. Now. So it's being pushed like that. That's one of the secrets. So it goes left, right, as he walks through with his hind legs. And it happens exactly the same in trot, except it's faster. So you don't sit still on your horse. You actually have to have your pelvis move with your horse. And if you're all relaxed through these muscles through here, it's going to act like a trampoline. So I'll just see if I can get Rebel to go off. So it's acting like a trampoline. It's absorbing the movement. And my pelvis is going, good boy, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm twisting here. I don't twist when I do it. But as the hind leg comes through, it picks my bottom up and forward. So it goes like that as he's going forward. So I'll see if I can do that. And the other bit to watch, I used to watch people's belt buckles, because I could see people who could sit trot well, and I wanted to work out how they did it. And I saw the belt buckle do this movement. So it's not that you deliberately sit there and do that, but when you're soft enough and it follows the movement, that's what will happen. So I'm going left, right, 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 left. Sorry, Rebel. And this is good actually that he's doing this. When you're trying to teach a horse and you're learning, it's really hard, because it's hard to sit on a horse that's got a stiff back and is not round and soft in the back. Much harder to sit, but I had to learn from that spot, so it can be done, okay? And the more you learn, the softer you can make your horse. Hello, lovely Dawn. Having some early lessons. All right. So it's a little bit of a left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right feeling, and an up and down feeling. So when you've got that feeling and you can feel it in your hips, what happens is you might only be able to keep it for a couple of moments, and then you stiffen up and you bounce all over the place. Go back to walk, regroup, set yourself up, and then do it again. Just continuously staying there while you're doing it badly is teaching your body bad habits. It's teaching bad patterns. I gave up doing that because I was taught just get out there and ride 40 minutes with no stirrups. Well, that's actually quite unfair to the horse, I think, to be banging around on his back. Yes, you're going to bang around a little bit. That's just the way life is when we're learning stuff, but it doesn't mean you do 45 minutes of it. So you do a little bit of sit trot. As you lose your seat, you come back to walk, you regroup, and you go off again. At the moment, I do 5 minutes of trot with no stirrups. Only 5 minutes, because then I'm quite fatigued. I'm being very honest here. I'm building up slowly. So I might do 3 lots of 5 minutes in a training session, but I do 5 minutes at a time. I cross my stirrups in front of me and I relax my leg around my horse, and then I ask him to sit, me to sit. And I follow him for as much as I can. I don't care if he does a pokey little trot. Sometimes that's better. And I try to follow him with my pelvis. And then we'll walk there. Good boy. And then we'll trot off again because I started to feel like I was losing my balance. And then we'll walk again. Transitions like this are good for the horse, so don't worry about it. You're actually doing good work with the horse if they're doing a good proper down transition. Take my legs away again like you saw, so that I stretch around the horse. And I ask him to move off again. Now my legs aren't just dangling here, guys. They're actually on him, and I can give him a gentle hug with them, which helps keep me in the saddle. I'm not gripping on tight, but I do give him a gentle little hug. The other thing you can do is lift your leg up and down, up and down. Now you need to have a horse that you're happy to do this on. I'll come around here so you can see again. I'll do the inside leg, up and down. And did you see what happened then? When I lifted my leg up, my arms came up. That's a compensatory mechanism to try and keep my balance. Try that again. I'll lift the outside leg, try and keep my arms down. Outside leg up and down. Inside leg up and down. Outside leg up and down. I'm not hanging on to my reins. See that arms go again there? That's telling me that I'm losing my balance. I'll stop and recenter myself. We'll try again. Outside leg up and down, up and down. So the outside leg's easier for me on the circle. The inside leg, when I take that one off, I tend to feel I'm falling out, and it's probably to do with the centrifugal force of the circle. So we'll swap reins and we'll see if it happens the other way. Okay, here we go. Inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg. So I'm not gripping onto the horse, I'm balanced within the saddle, balanced on top of him. And it's something that you work on, you will get, but I will tell you something, if you don't work on it, you won't get it. Now I can give myself my stirrups back. And the best thing is when you've ridden for a little while without stirrups and you get them back, they all of a sudden feel really short. Try doing this in a straight line too, guys, rather than on the circle. It's much easier. So now I'm going to ask him to go off. And I feel very secure in my sit trot. I'm going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Allowing my bottom and underneath my seat to be a trampoline. Good boy. Good. Ask him a bit rounder and ask him to walk. Okay, so just to wrap it up, sitting trot, don't get stiff. Be toned but not stiff. Go with the horse's movement. Allow things to move. Don't try to sit still, you will bounce everywhere. Do short little bits of good practice, not bad rehearsal. Stop, regroup, go again. You will be able to learn to do it, but you have to practice it. If you don't practice it, you will never be able to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.